Hello and welcome to this weather update. It is December 8th, 2017, and yeah, we're looking at a snow forecast, which originally we weren't looking at, but the computer models changed. We have a winter weather advisory, and if we go ahead and look at the map, you'll see actually that winter storm watch for New Jersey, because some of the models are indicating that New Jersey, southern part of New Jersey, may actually wind up seeing more snow than we will. So let's go ahead and look at the models. Tropical tidbits. And we'll look at the GFS. Start with that one first. Move this over here. Let me go to the change of the region so we get a little closer to the northeast. Alright, so here's what's going on. Alright, you have this stalled front boundary to the south of us that's moved through yesterday. We had a nice day for Long Island, clear day, but the front is backing up and low pressure is forming along it. And that low pressure is moving up from the Gulf and is going to ride up along the front offshore, taking that 40-70 benchmark route, which is what we like to call the snow route for our area. Now, originally this wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, so let's just back it up a little bit here. Alright, this is the 12Z run of the GFS from today. Let's back it up to 0Z yesterday. So you can see the difference. The storm is much weaker and it's much further offshore on this end. According to that run, we got nothing. There wasn't even any snow. It just stayed offshore and it was a much weaker system. But in the recent runs, the GFS has strengthened the system. It's much stronger and it's a little closer, and that is why we're seeing the snow on the map. Again, warm water temperatures fuel these storms, and as the models pick up on this kind of stuff, it gives these storms energy. And this isn't going to be a particularly strong snowstorm, but it's going to be a significant one, perhaps, depending on where you're at. So, according to GFS, it tracks it, and it actually has some rain mixing in over Long Island. New Jersey doesn't see that. Has some rain mixing in over the eastern end of Long Island. New Jersey doesn't see this. Doesn't see that at all. So they stay mostly snow. So, yeah, it's plenty cold enough, because if we go ahead and we look at the dew point, dew point actually is a good indicator of who's going to stay snow. You can see that the dew point, especially over New Jersey, stays below 32, so that'll keep it snow. Though it will probably be a wet snow. But over Long Island, it rises, so it may wind up mixing with or possibly changing to rain, especially eastern part of Long Island. And that's reflected in the totals, because we're going to go to that now. Whoops. Alright, so this is assuming a 10-to-1 ratio. You can see here that the totals, if you go and you look at New Jersey, they're up towards 6 inches. Maybe actually up towards 7 inches, maybe. Alright? Whereas Long Island, well, it doesn't show Long Island very well here. It does not. It actually gives Long Island a similar amount. But you can see it's just like a couple of dots over us. So that is what that model has. And again, if we went back and we looked at the previous run, if we looked at 0Z, you can see there was nothing. And then 12Z is when it started changing. And then each run successively after that brought the storm closer and brought it stronger. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the NAM model now, which is the other model that we have to look at. Alright, now we're starting off with the snowfall forecast. Now the NAM is much better with the resolution, so you're able to see that Long Island would probably still, some parts could still get to see up to around 6 inches I mean, it's crazy. It's not even technically winter yet. Though climatological winter has started already. I consider once December 1st comes, I consider it winter. Um, and then other areas might see only a few inches. But notice the much higher amounts over southern New Jersey here. All right, nice little large area of perhaps up to 7 inches over here. All right. So yeah, it could be a lot of snow, and with the cold weather, it's probably not going to go anywhere. Will we have a white Christmas? That I don't know. That's way too far. It's not even close to Christmas yet, but it will certainly start feeling like Christmas. That's for sure. Um, so again, and the NAM is. We'll just go ahead and look at the track. Oops, I do apologize for doing that. Let's go ahead and look at the track. All right. Where is it? There it is. So you can see the track again. You can see it might have the rain mix in. Might. I'm not sure about that. There could be some mixing going on. But yeah, tomorrow is Saturday is going to be a tricky day to get around for sure. And then when it leaves, it'll going to have cold weather afterwards. The good news is at least we're getting into a colder pattern now. So I don't have any of this warm air to deal with anymore. As far as future opportunities for snow, there are a couple of clippers that come through. Oh, we're back in the GFS again. Oh my God, I do apologize for this. I'm supposed to look at the NAM. I'm supposed to look at the NAM. I don't know what happened there. Alright, that was the snowfall, right? I was showing you the GFS. I knew that wasn't right. Do apologize. Alright, this is the NAM. Yeah, it's a much higher resolution. You can see the NAM is much slower than the GFS with the snowfall onset. And the NAM, yeah, the NAM doesn't really have any changeover involved. The NAM also seems a little further offshore. I think the NAM track is probably going to be the one that's going to be closest to accuracy right now. So that's what I think. So snow would start probably by noonish, late morning tomorrow, and continue through the afternoon over Long Island and New Jersey, and possible we may see some mixing with rain along the coast. I don't see it though. And then it starts moving away slowly by Sunday morning. So yeah, this storm is a definitely stronger storm than we thought. But that's what can be expected due to the climate that we are in. I just want to take a look at one other thing, and that is the sea surface temperature anomaly map. Let me just look at that briefly. Let's see if we have an anomaly offshore. So let's see if we have that. Okay, so this is the anomaly map. It's a little bit above normal, nothing really dramatic. This is dramatic over here, though. So that's going to add fuel to that storm as it moves further away from us. Not really too much on the anomaly map. So I'll just look at the National Weather Service forecast that they're forecasting. So yeah, I agree with this amount. I think it's going to be about this. Probably will be a little bit of a wet snow, so I don't know if it's going to be able to stick to the roads. Or I think in some spots it will. Maybe they'll need to get the plows out. Generally, yeah, the East End I think the number is going to be held down due to rain mixing. But I think that middle of the island should see around 5 inches. I think that's a good amount to go with. So an advisory level snowfall for us to make things look a little more and feel a little more like Christmas, which it surely hasn't lately. So we'll just look at the New Jersey one as well. So just give me a moment. Okay, so this is the New Jersey one. So I have similar amounts here. So you make it look a little more like Christmas. We'll have to watch the storm. Sometimes these storms have a tendency to put out a little more snow than we originally think. Seems like that happens often enough, so we'll have to keep our eye on it. So, thank you for watching. Enjoy the snow. If you like that snow, I wasn't expecting it, but it'll make things look a little more like Christmas and feel a little more like Christmas. And maybe, just maybe this year we'll have a white Christmas, but we'll have to get another snowstorm if we want to have white Christmas. 'Cause, I imagine the snow will melt. It's not that much snow, so hopefully we get another snow before Christmas, so we get a white Christmas this year. Anyway, take it easy.